Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Word Bible Study, a plain and simple, book by book, chapter by chapter, and verse by verse study through the entire Bible. Currently, we are in Psalm 23. Now, before I move on to that, I want to do something a little special because going through Psalm 22, the prophecies that were fulfilled on the cross, not only by Jesus, but the Pharisees and the crowd. Okay, I want to do a comparison of that. I think it would really bless you just to see this revelation. Now, um, if David wrote this psalm, which I believe he did, we are talking about 8 to 900 years, right? And this is one of the most interesting about prophecy. So that when we're reading the Bible, remember the Bible is a collection of books. So when you're reading the Psalms that we're going to read, for example, Isaiah, when you're reading Isaiah, then remember Isaiah is about 80 years before Jeremiah. So my point is that there are different times in which these prophecies take place. Okay, so critics would tell us, well, it's just, because they take the Bible as kind of one book. No, they're not. So let's do this. This is, in a sense, to me, a phenomenal fulfillment of prophecy. Now, again, this is about 8 to 900 years before Christ. So let's see what he says right here. Verse 1, my God, why have you forsaken me? Okay, so let me go to now Matthew chapter 27. Oh, I went too far back here. Ooh. Oh, okay. So looking at what he says, this is verse 46. About 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried out with a loud voice, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, that is, my God, why have you forsaken me? Now, a critic might say that this is a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Obviously, I could read this and then stand before the police as they shoot me and go, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And then you say, oh my God, fulfillment of prophecy. Okay, fair enough. Let's go to the next one though. So in the next one, he says, verse 7. He says, everyone who sees me mocks me. They sneer and shake their heads. He relies on the Lord. Let him rescue him. Let the Lord deliver him, since he takes pleasure in him. Now, of course, this is the crowds and David's mocking him, but let's take a look at how this is fulfilled. And remember, I said this is fulfilled by people who would not be a part of Jesus self-fulfilling the prophecy. So let's kind of go back here. Verse 39, same chapter of Matthew 27. It says, those who passed by were yelling insults at him, shaking their heads and saying one to another, the one who demolished the sanctuary and rebuilt it in 3 days, save yourself if you are the Son of God. Come down from the cross. In the same way, the chief priests with the scribes and elders mocked him and said, he saved others, but he cannot save himself. Now remember, the Pharisees are their greatest victory of Jesus. They're gloating. He saved others, but he cannot save himself. He is the King of Israel. Let him come down now from the cross, and we will believe him. They're liars, of course. He has put his trust in God. Let God rescue him now if he wants him. For he said, I am the Son of God. In the same way, the criminals who were crucified with him kept taunting him. I go back, and I said this before. If I'm the Pharisees, remember, they knew, as they're sitting there listening to Jesus, they know this verse. But I have to wonder if when they uttered this words right here, did they realize that they were actually uttering the very prophecies that David said they would say, right? I mean, wow, right? I think I'm gonna try to see if I can go one more. Oh, let me see if I can find it right here. Um, no, it's not this. Let me see. If I could find it through. If I can find it through Luke's gospel. I want to show you the one. Luke 23. Let's see. Let me show you the one that I'm going to try to find here. Generation body cannot preserve his life. I'm looking for the one. Remember where it says that he split his garment. The humble will be. Did I go too far? Oh, here it is right here. So look at verse 18. They divided my garments among themselves, and then they cast lots for my clothing. Now I'm going to see if I could see this here. I'm gonna see if I can find this. Where is it? So this would have to be. Okay. So I just didn't see this here. I'm going to try to find this here quickly, because now I want you to see this, because I'm showing this. The reason, what I'm trying to find is to show you how this was fulfilled, and that let's see if I could do this. Of course. Okay. But Luke where? I think it's here. Me. It's got to be somewhere in here, guys. Alright, so let's see here. Father. Comes arrive. Man. Clouds down. I kept shouting with the fire. Let's see if I can find this quick. I'm trying to look this up because I want you all to see this too. 334. All right, here we go. So it says, then Jesus said, Father, forgive them because they know not what they are doing. And they divided his clothes and cast lots. Now, I wanted you to see that. I want you to see that one. Because, again, how would that be? How would that be in the, what you may call, self-fulfilling prophecy, okay? So I wanted you to see that one. How could that be a self-fulfilling prophecy? So the whole Psalm 22 here was literally fulfilled in Jesus, or with Jesus' crucifixion, right? my God, why hast thou fulfilled me? All right. I just wanted to show you that because, again, the main thing that comes to my mind, if I'm the Pharisees, as they are uttering the same words, they had to realize, snaps, we are actually fulfilling the same prophecy, and of course, they would in no way be involved in that. All right, so let's go on to Psalm 23. Um, um, but that's just amazing to me, Psalm 22. All right, one of the most famous uh, verses, of course, Psalm. People, you kind of hear it at funerals and all kinds of things right here. It says, "The Lord is my shepherd; there is nothing I lack. He lets me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He renews my life. He leads me along the right path for his name's sake. Even though I go through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cups overflow. My goodness and only goodness and faithful love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord as long as I live." Again, very famous song, shepherd song. Again, how do we look at, verses like that? I think we take them again very generically, in other words, because remember the same psalmist is writing about how bad things are for him. Okay, all right, Psalm 24. I'm sorry. It says, "The earth and everything in it, the world and its inhabitants belong to the Lord." Now, another great declaration here. The earth and everything in it, okay? The earth and everything in it belongs to the Lord. Now, here's my thing here. Doubters, critics, you will find this out. Let me also say this to us. It is not our job to prove this. It is not our job to try to make this happen. God himself will make this happen. But it's interesting that he says, notice he says the earth and everything in it, and then the world and its inhabitants. So the world and the earth are two different things. The world is inhabiting in the earth, the systems, everything about it, okay? Man's kind of rule. All right, so the earth is the planet, and the earth is then man, the people of the world and its systems, governments, religions, financial systems. Verse 2, "For he laid the foundations on the sea, and established it on the rivers. Who may ascend to the mountains of the Lord? Who may stand in his holy place? The one who has a clean hand and a pure heart, who has not set his mind on what is false, who has not sworn deceitfully. He will receive blessings from the Lord and righteousness from the God of salvation. Such is the generation of the wicked who seeks him, who seeks the face of the God of Jacob." Selah. Selah. So those who seek God, those who would seek the God, will be blessed. Verse 7, lift up your heads, you gates. Rise up, ancient doors. Then the King of glory will come in." Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty. The Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, you gates. Rise up, you ancient doors. The King of glory, then the King of glory will come in. Who is he, the King of glory? The Lord of hosts. He is the King of glory. Selah. All right. Let's go to Psalm 25. All right, let's go. "Lord, I turn to you. My God, I trust in you. Do not let me be disgraced. Do not let my enemies gloat over me." Now, this is something God is not going to stop. We just kind of read where they would gloat over him. The Pharisees did gloat over Jesus. All right, verse 3. "No one who waits for you will be disgraced. Those who act treacherously without cause will be disgraced. Make your ways known to me. Lord, teach me your path, guide me in your truth, and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. I wait for you all day long. Remember, Lord, your compassion and your faithful love, for they have existed from antiquity. Um, Notice, remember your compassion. Remember, Lord, your compassion, your faithful love, for they have existed from antiquity or times gone by, history. Verse 7, do not remember the sins of my youth or my acts of rebellion. In keeping with your faithful love, remember me because of your goodness, Lord. Now, it's kind of interesting because the way this is fulfilled in the New Testament is through the person of Jesus. Okay? Not by our acts. In other words, if it was only by our acts, we would be of most men miserable, because we would constantly remind God of our failures. We would constantly remind God about inadequately. But now God sees us through the person of Jesus. Verse 8, the Lord is good and upright. Therefore he shows sinners the way. He leads the humble in what is right, and he teaches them his way. Now, one interesting thing I want to kind of point out, I'm not going to linger there, but the Lord is good. How do we know what is good? And here's the thing here. God has already told us what is good. You go back to Genesis 1 and 2, we know what is good. God has revealed what is good, what is just, what is righteous, through his laws, through his precepts, through his word. Now, this is kind of interesting because he said the Lord is good, and he's saying this to us. Anyway, I have another thought, guys, but this is very interesting here. We know what is good by his, we know what is good by what he has revealed. That's the point I wanted to make here. Verse 9, he leads the humble in what is right, and he teaches them his way. All the Lord's way show faithful love and truth to those who keep his covenant and decrees, because of your name, Yahweh. Forgive my sin, for it is great. Amen, right? We all can pray that. Who is the man who fears the Lord? He will show him the way he should choose. He will show him the way he should choose. He will live a good life, and his descendants will inherit the land. The secret counsels of the Lord. The secret counsel of the Lord is for those who fear him, and he reveals his covenant to them. My eyes are always on the Lord, and he will pull my feet out of the net. Now, let me just stop for a moment and look at verse 14. Notice he says the secret counsel of the Lord is for those who fear him. Underline the term fear him, and then he says, and he reveals his covenant to them. So if a person doesn't know, we could ask the question, do you fear the Lord? See? All right. Verse 15. My eyes are always on the Lord, for he will pull my feet out of the net. Turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am alone and afflicted. The distress of my heart increase. Bring me out of my sufferings. Consider my affliction and trouble, and take away all of my sins. Consider my enemies. They are numerous, and they hate me violently. Guard me and deliver me. Do not let me be put to shame, for I take refuge in you. May integrity and what is right watch over me, for I wait for you. God, redeem Israel from all its distresses. All right. Again, praise to the Lord for his goodness, right? All right. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you ever thought a comment, add it to the comments section below. Remember, all comments are welcome. And again, please like and share this video. Hit that subscribe button. Guys, I will see you in the next study.